All right, today it's the story of my Spotify fail. The worst mistake you can make when you're distributing your music and getting it up on Spotify. Stick around. Last summer, my wife and partner Barra Waters and I had been working on the Cosmic Spin Gilding Lilies EP. We'd been working on it for months. Got it all ready, perfect, mastered, ready to go. We used CD Baby to put it up online, and we made a huge mistake. We essentially rushed the release. My birthday was coming up, and we were saying, hey, that'd be super cool. Let's release it on my birthday. Well, that was only a few days away, and we weren't sure if we put it up on CD Baby, would it get out there, in time? Would it get on all the services and actually release on my birthday? Well, it did. Right? You'd think, fantastic, that's so cool. CD Baby has a really quick pipeline, get things out. All good. No, fail. And here's why. The number one thing that will help you get more plays on Spotify is if you can get Spotify's editors to actually listen to your track, if you can tell them exactly how it ought to be classified, if they can hear it and do a couple of things, push it into all your followers' release radar, and also potentially have them listen to it and go, wow, that would be perfect for our alt country playlist or our this or our that, all those editorial playlists that they put together. So here's the deal. This is so important, I can't even tell you, because here's the other thing. I thought, all right, well, I've got that EP up there. Why don't I just take one of the songs off that? I'll release it as a single so that I can pump it in and have the editors listen. Does not work that way. Once it's up there, it's treated as something that's already released. You're never going to be able to get the editor's attention in the same way again. So how do you do this? All right, the number one thing is you sign up for Spotify for Artists. And there's a way to do it even if you haven't released music yet. So I'm going to give you that information in the links. Check it out. Once you have access to your artist's account, you'll want to get your profile all set and ready, your about us, all that kind of stuff. The second thing you want to do is plan your release out farther, okay? And by that I mean you, at a bare minimum, you'd want 2 weeks between the time you release it into your distributor and the time you want it to actually go live, so that the actual scheduled release date. At minimum of 2 weeks, preferably more. Your distributor sends this out to Apple Music, iTunes, Spotify, etc. And then over in your Spotify for Artists account, what happens is you'll see it in upcoming releases. That's where you go to the upcoming releases, you pop that open, and you can submit the song. You want the editors to have plenty of time to review it, classify it, and get it where it needs to be. Now, people will tell you different things. My attitude is you better at least have 10 full days for the editors to put it where it ought to go and to get the most mileage from it. If you can do more than that, if you're not in a big rush, do that. All right, so I'm really excited because we did the right thing. We scheduled the release of our new single, Tougher Than the Rest, which is a Springsteen cover, song he did in the 80s on the Tunnel of Love album. We do a completely different version of it. And what I need to do now is go into my Spotify for Artists account and tell them exactly what's special about this song, how it's classified, etc. So I'm going to do that right now. Let's go over to the computer and take a look. All right, so I've logged into Cosmic Spin's Spotify for Artists account. Unfortunately, no one's listening to us right now. But here already I can see you've got an upcoming release. Tougher Than the Rest is releasing February 3. Get heard by Spotify editors. Are you kidding me? Yes. Submit a song. Let's do it. So when you get into this area, what you're going to see is they want accurate information, right? They want to help you find the perfect audience. How freaking cool is that? All right, so I wanted to take a look at a couple different genres. This particular version of Tougher Than the Rest, which is a Springsteen song from the 80s, it has country overtones. It has lap steel guitar, bass, drums. It's done in kind of an open country style. I often picture like a country dance hall when I hear this. And so I was thinking, well, let's check out country. So if you look at country, once you select a main genre, what happens is you'll see there are subgenres. And when I looked at this, I thought, well, definitely alt country, country rock. However, not bluegrass, not country pop, not outlaw, not southern rock, not Texas country, not traditional. I don't like that. I'm concerned that I can only pick 2 subgenres if I go with country. So when I select folk, you can see there are more subgenres. I like this because some of these really describe us well. Definitely alt country. Definitely folk rock. We fall into that broadly. A lot of what we do fits into that. And indie folk, because we have kind of a vintage guitar ambient kind of vibe. Our name is Cosmic Spin, after all. So those feel really comfortable to me. Now, if I look at music cultures, really none of these fit what we're doing. It's not exotica, right? It's very American. So I'm going to say none of these. Moods. Chill, yeah, kinda. It's not energetic, happy, fierce. We do this as kind of a slow, brooding ballad. Romantic for sure. Sexy maybe, but I'm concerned that probably means more of a R&B kind of sexy. I think sad. It's a little on the sad side. It kind of falls into the Cowboy Junkies kind of a feel. Emmylou Harris, the song Goodbye from Wrecking Ball, it kind of falls in that kind of mood. I would say that's sad. Up to 2 song styles, acoustic, ballad, beats. Really none of these fit. It is a ballad technically, but it's not a ballad. It's not that kind of thing. So I don't think I'm going to pick a song style. It's not acoustic, even though it has an acoustic vibe. It's actually an electric guitar, so I don't quite think I can say that. All right, language, English, period. There it is. Is it a cover? Yes. Is it a remix? No. Instrumental? No. How is it recorded? Very much studio. Okay, what instruments are on the song? Bass guitar, a drum kit, electric guitar, including a blistering lead solo, and what else? There's none of those. It's lap steel. I'm going to say pedal steel because that's what gives it the country overtone. All right, and now we go to the next. Tell us where you're from. And then I'm going to write up a description of the song. Our new version of Tougher Than the Rest is a down-tempo indie folk reimagining of Bruce Springsteen's 80s classic. Find yourself transported to a decaying dance hall near closing time. It's last call, time to partner up or lose your chance at love for yet another lonely night. Layered vintage and steel guitars combined with aching female-male duet vocals giving way to a gloriously distorted guitar solo that conjures up echoes of Emmylou Harris's Wrecking Ball. We hope you love it. I hope they do. Hit next. Make sure everything looks good. Don't forget, your followers get this song on release radar when you submit at least a week before release. There it is, right there. And submit. Woo! Thanks for your submission. I love it. And they're going to let me know if the song gets added to any playlist. I will tell you if it does. One thing to keep in mind, it says you can submit another unreleased song after this one goes live on Spotify. It's only one at a time. That's what I've been told. That's the confirmation. So there's the key. There's no rocket science to it. It's just so important that you schedule your release out far enough, that release date out far enough that you have the time to do this. Because if you don't, it's truly a waste. You think of all the other types of promotion that are less effective and a heck of a lot more expensive, because this is free, by the way. Those types of promotion, all the things you can do to try to get people listening to your track, it takes a lot of work. A lot of focus, sometimes a lot of money if you're doing legitimate kind of advertising promotions or Facebook or anything like that. This is free, folks. There's no charge for this. It's just a matter of making sure that you're scheduled properly to give those editors a chance to listen to your stuff. So right now, Cosmic Spin has over 1,500 followers. How cool is it to know that all 1,500 of those people are going to see our song, our new song, in their release radar? That's a huge boost just to begin with. Beyond that, imagine if we managed to get on one of these editorial playlists, the song could explode. That's what it's all about. Hope this is helpful to you. Part of why I'm here is for you to learn from my mistakes and stupidity. If you want to see all my videos, go over to guitardiscoveries.com. You can just hang out on my channel. That's awesome. Please subscribe, hit the bell. I want to make sure you get all the news of new videos that have come out. Tips, tricks, axes, suggestions like this. Learn from my mistakes, please. See you soon.